Are your plants looking like they survived a horror movie while you were away on vacation? Brown, bare, and barely breathing? Before you grab a shovel and start the funeral proceedings, stop. I've got a simple, fast-acting rescue plan for struggling plants. I help homeowners, serious gardeners, and businesses fix plant, lawn, and landscape problems using professional horticulture and contractor-tested methods without wasting money on gimmicks. And if this saves your plants, smash that like button and subscribe, because there's a whole lot more where this comes from. So I'm not sure if this has ever happened to you, but we had somebody who wrote into us, and I think her name was Stephanie, says, "My garden is devastated after 3 weeks missing in action." So they went on vacation. That's what happened. "I understand it was cold and rainy while I was traveling and unable to tend to the yard. No flowering buds left on the agapanthus, though the leaves are intact. No flowers or missing leaves on several bougainvillea bushes. 2 bottlebrush left on what was 2 separate flowering bushes. Several plants of some sort of white and wild rose bushes are bare. Some sort of camellia bush or Hawaiian flower shrub is about to bud. That's it. Any ideas how to bring the rest back?" Yeah, don't go on vacation. That's what you don't do. Or what you could do is put a sprinkler system in. All right, that always helps, having a sprinkler system. Now, when I was on a road trip last year, I went to different states. It amazed me how many people don't have irrigation systems. Just amazed me, for their lawns, or they wouldn't have them for the lawns, but they'd have them for their shrubs and stuff like that. So putting your plants on an irrigation system, regardless of the time of year that you went traveling. Obviously, you went traveling when the weather was inclement, and inclement can be too hot, or it could be too cold, it could be raining, it could be freezing, it could be whatever. And these plants obviously got pelted, really, really smashed up on you. So what do we do in a situation like this? Well, if you don't have anybody to help you out, there's nothing you can do. If you're not covering the plants, there's nothing you can do. But what's interesting is your very last question after your statement. Any ideas how to bring the rest back? How do we bring these plants out of this, what could be a state of rigor mortis? That's the question. Well, the best part is that it's really not going to take a whole lot to do that. Is it possible that the plants have died? Yes, we don't know. Because what we do is that we wait until the weather gets nice, and then we ask ourselves, is there any leaves growing on them? Are there any flowers growing? Are there any buds that are manifesting themselves? If you don't see anything by the beginning of the by the middle of the warm period, it's not going to happen. They're probably dead. You bend a branch back, and if it breaks, chances are it's dead. But if it breaks and there's something hanging on to that branch, you're in luck. So what we're going to do right off the bat, since these plants have been really pelted, you have to fertilize. That's the key right here. You need to fertilize your plants. So the quickest way to get fertilizer into the plants is with a liquid fertilizer. I'm a big fan of fish hydrolysate. Dramatic, that's kind of cool, huh? I'll play on words there. They have a fish food that'll just absolutely be able to work to help these plants going. So there's 2 ways that I would apply a fish hydrolysate. Number 1, you're going to use a hose and sprayer. You put the material inside the hose and sprayer, open it up, the nozzle to its biggest setting, because there's little bit of parts and stuff inside of the fertilizer, and then so that it's able to pass on through. You're actually not going to have that much of a problem. You just don't want it to be like a fine mist. Open it up all the way. Then what you do is you blast the plants. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't that inclement weather do that? Yeah, it did. But if these other ones are hanging on there, that's okay. So you're going to spray the plants, and as you spray the plants, You want to make sure that the leaves get wet. Then I want you to drench that soil. That soil has to be drenched to the point to where it's going to almost make it seem like it's waterlogged. Really allow it to go and penetrate as far as it possibly can. Do this once a week to the leaves and to the soil drench with the fish hydrolysate. Then the plants are going to respond very quickly to that. You see, the roots, they haven't been damaged. They haven't been damaged. They know that they need to do something, but they need to do something quick. So by giving them this food, it's going to translocate through the roots, into the stems, out through the branching, and into the leaves and those dormant buds. There's buds all up and down those branches. They are there. And if it's a green branch, they're going to start growing because the fertilizer is going to be pushing that through those buds, and then you're going to be a happy camper because your plants look awesome.